And we are going to take a moment here in Shavasana. And we're just going to observe our body in time and space. Allow yourself to be present. Make your connection with your mat. Feel your sacred space. And as you feel your body being supported by the earth, start to notice the breath. Just enjoy the inhales and exhales. Allow yourself to get more relaxed with every exhalation. And begin to observe or take inventory of what you have brought with you to the mat today. How are you feeling physically, emotionally, mentally? Sorry, I think that's our speaker sounding like that. I was like, what is that? And allow yourself to consider something that you are grateful for. Maybe something that's happened in the recent day. Whatever comes to mind. Feel the energy of that gratitude, that event, that experience, that person, that thing. And let's cultivate that energy throughout your practice. Beginning to inhale through the nostrils, maybe some slow exhales out of the mouth, maybe even allowing some audible exhalations. Some sighing just for your nervous system. Yes. With every inhale, you fill the lungs a little bit more. With every exhale, you relax a little bit more. And I'm going to see if I can work this out. On your next inhale, inhaling your hands overhead, pointing your toes in the opposite direction, feeling that deep stretch through your body. As you exhale, bring your knees toward your chest. Give yourself a hug, wiggle your toes. Release your ankle. We're going to bring the feet to the mat. Bring your hands wherever you like them to go. And then take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, let your knees fall to one side. Slowly inhaling them back towards the sky. Exhaling them to the other side. I'm thinking we might be having speaker issues.
I wonder if you changed like under the sound, maybe on the stereo could change.
I don't know.
There's like stereo or.
It was working fine last class.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're trying to move the body with the breath. So we want to feel those inhales and exhales as the knees rise, inhale, and as they fall, exhale. And I'll give this one last good old college try for the music. See if that works. And then slowly bringing yourself back to center. Sorry, my zoomies. Knees are going to point towards the ceiling, about hip distance apart. Bring your hands down by your side, palms facing down. Press the palms and the bottoms of the feet into the mat. And then on your next inhale, inhale as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling. And just getting rid of any tension in the lumbar spine. As you exhale, slowly bring your hips, your glutes, all the way back down to the mat. Bringing your hands on top of your hips, we're going to do some articulation through the pelvis. So as you inhale, tilt your pelvis towards your nose or towards 12 o'clock. Feel your spine pressing on the mat. And as you exhale, tilt your pelvis towards your toes or 6 o'clock and feel that little flexion in your lumbar spine. And using your breath, we're just going to tilt the pelvis from front to back to front. This will eventually turn into a nice, gentle, articulated bridge. But for now, just feel that flexion through the hips, through the pelvic girdle. And the next time you inhale and tilt your pelvis towards your nose as you feel your back flatten onto the mat, slowly lift your hips off of the mat, peeling your spine off of the earth, bone by bone. You can bring your hands by your side if you like. You can rest your shoulders onto the mat. And as you exhale, you're going to glue your spine back down onto the mat, little by little, with your tailbone arriving last, tilting your pelvis towards your toes. And at your own pace, just moving through these gentle articulated bridges. And this is such a nice practice to release tension in the lower back, especially after a night's rest, sitting at a desk all day. One more round, and then we're going to hold our hips up towards the sky, coming into that full bridge expression. And you can stay here. You can come up on your tippy toes, stretching through your quadriceps here. Option to lift a leg or two, one at a time, probably. I mean, you never know.
Be insane.
Yeah.
Imagine the core.
Imagine. It's like shoulder stand without the shoulder stand. Whenever you are done, we're going to slowly bring our hips back to the mat. Take your time. We're going to draw the knees back into the body. We're going to lift our legs up towards the ceiling, point our toes toward our nose. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your legs. We're going to slowly bring our knees toward our chest. You're going to feel your tailbone lift off of the mat. Feel free to bend your knees here if that feels better. Otherwise, lengthen the legs so you can get that deeper stretch. And then as you exhale, slowly allow your tailbone, the lower back, everything come back to the earth. And then we're going to bend the knees, coming into a happy baby. So bringing your hands on the outside of your feet, your elbows on the inner of your thighs, and drawing your knees down. So we're pulling down. You can also draw the bottoms of the feet together and pull your heels toward your pelvis. You are engaging your biceps. You are stretching your chest cavity here. And you're getting into those hip flexors. One more round of breath, nice deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly draw the feet back to the mat. Bring the knees all the way together. We're going to scoot our hips over to the right side of the mat and let our knees drop over to the left. Just a nice gentle twist here. Just breathe into this gentle twist of the body. Feel the expansion of your belly. Yes, and on your next inhale, feel your core engage, bring your hips back center, glue the knees together. Draw your hips all the way to the other side of the mat and let your knees fall to the opposite side. And again, just feel that deep round of breath here. That's right. Nice and easy. In this foundation series, we are focusing on breath work. So we're going to get into some poses that we can hold, but focusing on those deeper rounds of breath today. Utilizing your core on your next inhale, bring yourself back center, draw your knees back into your body, give yourself a hug, wiggle your toes, release your ankles, snap, crackle, pop. That's right. And then bring your feet to the mat, knees to the sky. We're gonna roll over onto our left side and we're gonna press up to a seated posture. Take your time. You can roll up too, but I didn't offer it, but you can do what you want. We're gonna bring the bottoms of the feet together for bound angle. Your hands can rest wherever you like, drawing the heels towards your pelvis. Draw your shoulders into your ears and float them behind you. Feel your shoulder blades coming together. Feel that expansion through your chest. And if you like, you can flap your butterfly wings a little bit here just to get into those flexors a little bit more. Yeah, that's right. We're going to tuck our chin into our chest and we're going to round our spine. You can hold the pose here, but not hold your breath. If you like, you can draw your nose towards your toes, getting a little bit deeper. You can even press your elbows into your inner thighs, opening up through those flexors a little bit more intentionally, whatever feels good for you. I'm just going to check on our air conditioner. Yes. Looking for those exhalations to see if we can get a little bit deeper into our body here, experiencing a little bit more, whatever that looks like for each of us. And then slowly begin to roll out of this. Take your time. We're going to lengthen our legs in front of us, toes toward our nose, coming into a more traditional Dandasana. So inhale the hands up. Stretch your body in both directions. Exhale your hands to your heart for Anjali Mudra, prayer center. Take a moment as you tuck your chin into your body and offer yourself gratitude. On our next inhale, press the palms back up, eye gazes follow, and then hinge at the hips. Don't worry about trying to touch your toes, just hinging. Let your arms fall wherever they may. You can also place a block under your knees, giving yourself a little bit more room. And just focus on your breath here. Every exhale, maybe you could get a little bit more lengthening through the arms, through the legs, through the lower back. Letting the body fold into itself. Yes. One more round of breath here. And then slowly begin to rise, filling your lungs on your slow inhale. Inhaling the hands up like the sun rises, stretching the body in both directions. Exhale the hands back to your heart. Offer yourself gratitude. Yes. We're going to bend at our knees, coming into a seat here for some cat-cows. Your hands can come right under the thighs, grab onto some flesh. And when you're ready, inhale, draw your chest towards your thighs, lift your nose like a happy cow smelling roses. Exhale, tuck your chin around your spine. Feel your tailbone flexion through your pelvis here, your toes grounding into the mat. And at your own pace, inhaling and exhaling as you move through your spinal flexion, trying to make sure you're really pulling on your legs, right? We're not passively holding the legs, we're using them. Yes. Feel that expansion through your heart. Feel your shoulder blades come together. Feel that little opening happening through the hip flexors, and your feet trying to stay grounded. Yes. You might even feel your biceps engage here a bit, especially if you can really ground your feet and really grab onto your legs. One more round. We're gonna come into a nice supported Navasana boat pose. So we're gonna come through a nice neutralized spine. So find what's neutral for you. You should feel a little bit of engagement in your core, like just your lower abs are firing up just a bit. Shift your weight back just a little bit more. Lifting one foot, lifting its BFF. You can hold on here, option to release, option to extend. Any variation here, right? Find your breath. One more round. Woo! Go ahead and release it. Give yourself a big hug. We're gonna come over onto all fours, so swiveling around to tabletop. Walk your hands way out in front of you. Melt your heart to the earth. Stick your tail out for a nice stretchy kitty cat. Shout out to Hello Kitty. Sharon knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We're going to take our eye gazes forward, shift our weight forward, coming into a little sail on a rock or cobra. This is important that we notice what our shoulders are doing. We expand our shoulders down and behind. We lift our heart. We feel the blades come together. Yes, that's right, Virginia. And then exhale, tail to heels. Stretchy kitty cat. And uno más. Take it back forward one more time. This time we're going to lift off into up dog. Pressing through the tops of your feet and lifting your knees. Yes. One more round of breath. Exhale, drop the knees and bring your tail to heel. Balasana, child's pose. Any variation, you can have those knees nice and wide, belly falls right in between. We're going to make this nice and active. So walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Press your palms into the mat. See if you can push your weight back and ground your glutes towards your heels. That's right. One more round of breath. And then slowly begin to walk yourself back to a tabletop. Take your time arriving. And we're going to draw that right foot in between the thumbs, sliding that left foot behind us. This is a great place to have your blocks. Mine are holding up the speaker system, so do you want some blocks? Do you want me to hand them to you? I could have helped you. I could do my job. Yeah. And then we're going to tuck the back toes and lift that knee, and we're just going to rock from back to front. So just pushing through the toes here, moving through the toes. Yes. And then when we're gonna come to a nice static pose, we're gonna hold it and drop the knee, flatten the foot again. Bring that right hand on the inside of that right leg. We're gonna shift our weight into the left hand, right hand to the sky, twisting toward that inner thigh. And you can keep your fingers reaching up, or you can slowly externally rotate through that shoulder, reaching behind you. Eye gazes can follow. If you like, you can take the bind where that hand comes down behind you, maybe resting on your tailbone. But really, we're just looking for some flexion here in the shoulder. Slowly bring yourself back through center, coming forward. And then bring your hand on the inside of that foot, tuck the back foot, lift that back knee, and walk your hands through center. We're gonna take it to the other side, just like we did. Yes. Go ahead and drop that knee, flatten that foot, shift your weight into the right hand, left hand up to the sky, twisting toward that inner thigh. Find your breath. Feel free to take that external rotation. Eye gazes can follow those fingertips as you reach behind you, or offer yourself a bind. One more round of breath. Woo! Exhale as the hands come back through the sky, float back to the mat. Tuck the back toe, lift that knee, walk it through center, facing the right, coming all the way to the back, to the front of your mat. Step that back foot forward, step that front foot back, coming into a low lunge. We're gonna shift our weight through those toes now. Head to toe, crown to toe, shifting from front to back. One more round of breath. And then we're gonna step that back foot forward, again, coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. Pedal it out, shake your head. Wiggle your hips here, do all the things that feel good. For my Zoomies, I don't have my microphone on anymore, so I'm gonna keep you close. We're gonna bend those knees, look down at your toes, shift your weight into your heels, lift your toes and drop them one by one. Yeah. With bent knees, pressing through the bottoms of your feet, slowly rise. Take your time. Head's gonna float right on top of your shoulders. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, cactus arms. Lift your heart, draw your shoulder blades together. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. Anjali Mudra, prayer center. Offer yourself gratitude. Take a moment here, relax through the jaw, shoulders, and glutes. Pressing the palms together, reverse it up. And this time we're gonna hinge at the hips. You're gonna stick your tail out behind you, pressing firmly into your heels so that you can really experience that stretch as you come all the way down. Bending the knees if you need to. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. We're gonna step into our first plank. Find your breath here, maybe taking one nice round of breath. Yes, drop the knees, flatten the feet, lift the heart, lift the nose. Exhale, tail to heel. And we're gonna slowly roll up in a seat. So we're seated on our heels here. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart space. Offer yourself gratitude. Yeah. Keeping your hands at heart space, we're gonna come up on the knees. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, windmill that right hand all the way down. Stretch and release any tension. If you like, you can bring that hand as far down as it goes, or you can just float midair. Taking that gentle twist. Use your core. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart, tail to heel. Yes. Reverse the palms up on the inhale. Exhale, cactus arms. Yes, inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. Tuck your chin into chest. You guessed it. Be thankful. Woo. Yes. Coming up on the knees. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, windmill that left hand all the way down. Maybe you're just floating in the sky like a little angel, a little fairy. If you like, you can reach all the way back if that's in your practice. Honor your back, please. Use your core as you rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. Bring your tail to your heels. Inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms, let it go. 2 more. Inhale, rise. Maybe stick out the tongue, lion's breath, release. Inhale up and let it go. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart, yogis. Take a moment, relax, release any tension in your neck, shoulders, jaw. Woo. Yes. One more round of breath. All right, we're gonna make this a functional practice. If at any time your hands need to come to the mat through tabletop, please honor that. Otherwise, we're gonna come up on our knees. We're gonna step that right foot forward, left foot, and voila. Inhale, round. Exhale, slow reverse swan. Stick your tail out, press into your heels, hinge at your hips. Invite that deeper stretch when we do that. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, reverse sweep it all the way up. Exhale, take a nice extended back bend or a deeper heart opener. Inhale, rise. Exhale, our hands to our heart. We're gonna step that left foot back, or right foot back. We're gonna step the right foot back. One of them, 50-50. All right. Option to keep your hands right here in prayer center. Option to take a reverse prayer, interlace the hands, grab opposite elbows. Anything that makes sense. If you need a little bit more stability, hands to hips as well, yeah? So I'm gonna do hands to hips here. So take a deep inhale, lift and extend. Feel that expansion through your heart. Exhale, hinging at the hips, pressing into your heels so you can invite that deeper stretch through the back of your legs. You can stop halfway, bring your hands to blocks, or exhale all the way to the inversion. Dristis off the tip of the nose, possibly through to the navel, depending how deep your pose goes. Yes. Keep pressing into the heels if you want that stretch. Yes. Oh my dear. When we shift our weight towards the toes, it makes it more of a balanced challenge. When we shift our weight towards the heels, we get a little bit deeper into the fascia. When we're round the breath, and pressing from root to rise through the midpoints of your feet, coming through that hinge, feeling that power as we come up. And we're just gonna pivot. So pivoting in our studio over to the right, the back of the mat becomes the front of the mat. That's right. Your feet should line back up, toes facing forward, hips following. So if you weren't able to pivot fully, then you're gonna have to realign yourself. Take a moment to decide where your arms are gonna be. Inhale, expand and lift. Yes, exhale, hinge, sticking your tail out behind you. Stop for lunge on your back and then fold forward. I love how Julie stopped, like, wait a minute. Yes. Some lunge. Me too, sis. Shifting your weight into your heels for that deeper stretch. If you're more towards your toes, it's going to feel more of a balanced challenge. So depending on what your flavor is. Most importantly, just trying to enjoy the pose with your breath. Taking another round. And from root to rise, pressing right into the balls of your feet as you float back up, hinging at the hips. We're going to pivot to the left in studio, so find your way back to the front of your mat. Yeah, it's a Jedi mind trick. Inhale the hands up, exhale them to your heart and step that back foot forward. Pedal it out. Yeah, that's right. We're going to reverse up, interlace the fingers, flip the palms, and enjoy a nice, happy Saturday stretch. Yeah. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. We're gonna step into a gentle plank. Take your time to arrive. Yes, we're gonna drop that right knee, my dears. Shift your weight into that right hand, left hand to the sky. That back foot will come down and follow 90 degrees. Press the mat away from you. Notice if you have spaghetti arms. Notice what your shoulders are doing here. Sometimes they go right into the jaw, the ears, kind of neutralize your body. And then that hand that's reaching up, take it way overhead and stretch your toes and fingertips in opposite direction. Really inviting that deeper stretch. Option to press into the earth and twist your heart up to the sky. Getting just a little bit of a spinal flexion twist in your lumbar. One more round of breath. And then the hand floats back towards the ceiling, back towards the mat. Eye gaze as follows. Step into plank. Push into down dog. Pedal it out or hold it statically, whatever feels best for you right now. Shake your head, release tension in your jaw. Feel the palms of your hands really grounding. Spread those fingers. Yes. Your palms are holding you up, right? We don't want all that pressure to be in your wrists. Hasta Bandha, locking the roots of your hand into the earth. Yes. We're going to come back to plank and then drop that left knee. Shift your weight into the left hand, right hand to the sky. That back foot should naturally follow. Check in for spaghetti arms. Notice what the shoulders are trying to do, neutralize their energy. When you feel good about everything, hands overhead, toes in the opposite direction, feel yourself lengthen a little bit more. Eye gazes can go wherever the neck wants, so sometimes it feels good to take the eyes down. And if you like, you can press into the mat, shifting your heart up towards the sky, just getting a little twist there. Yes. One more round of breath. And then slowly the hand to the sky, the hand to the mat, eyes follow. Find your plank and push into your down dog. Pedal it out. We're going to take that right leg and float it into the air and drop it in between the thumbs. Low lunge. Back foot's going to come down 90 degrees, pressing into that front foot. Windmill into warrior two. Take a moment, inhale everything up. So lengthen. And then exhale, deepen. This is where you shall land. Option to sink into those hips, option to stay high up on that thigh. Whatever you are looking for today. Yes. And just trust your body here, right? Trust what you need. Find your breath. Eye gaze is off the tip of your fingers. If that back arm or front arm is getting tired, cactus or hips are always an option. One more round of breath. And now let's reverse it. Again, eye gazes can go behind you, off the tip of your nose, up to the palm of your hand. Your back hand can stay grounded onto the leg, or you can take a bind and wrap. And if you want a progression, you can bring your hands into cow. So interlacing those fingers behind you if you want to take a little challenge here. Find your breath. One more round. And then slowly make your way back to warrior two. We're going to bring that front arm on top of that front thigh and bringing the opposite hand up to the sky. And if you like, you can press that arm into your inner thigh, twisting your heart up more. Those fingers can float behind you, catching a bind. And if you like, you can completely interlace those hands into a deeper expression. Yogi's choice here. Pay attention to your shoulders and rotation if you're taking those deeper binds. Your shoulders should be guiding you there. The blades should be coming together behind the body, expanding through the heart. Whenever you're ready, we're going to slowly come out of this, eyes to the earth, press to that front foot, warrior two. Yes, and we're just going to pivot. So back foot that's going to become the front. So back foot's going to switch to the front and back foot's going to switch to the back. You got it. Same thing. Inhale, lift everything. Lengthen the hands, lengthen the arms. You got it. Exhale, deepen into warrior two. Yes. Take a moment. Notice if you feel imbalanced, right? That front foot should be anchoring you. It's pointing in the direction of you as the warrior. That back foot should be nice and at 90 degrees where you can really feel the edge of that back foot pressing into the earth. Your front knee should be in the same direction as your big toe, ideally. So just check in. Yeah. And again, if your arms are tired, you can take a rest. One more round of breath. Let's reverse it. So just drawing that top arm overhead, that back arm behind you. Don't overthink it. Eye gazes can go wherever the neck wants you to be. And if you want that challenge, you can interlace those fingers behind your back, coming into that deeper expression if your shoulders feel open today. And just breathe. Yes. One more round of breath. Woo! We're going to slowly come back to warrior two, and we're going to do our side angle. Front arm rests the top of that front thigh, opposite arm into the sky. Option to press that forearm into your inner thigh, twisting your heart up just more, and maybe taking a bind, any variation. Looking for that expansion through your chest, feeling that rotation through your shoulder. That should be helping you get into the bind. Staying with your breath. One more round. Yes. Slowly coming out of this, eye gazes to the mat, press into your warrior, and pivot back through center. We're all facing the mirrors or the center of the room now. Coming into our star pose, and then bending all of our limbs at the same time. And you can do whatever you want with your arms here. Your tail's gonna wanna stick out behind you. We want our pelvis to come forward a bit, making this a little bit more of a challenge. One more round of breath. And then bring your hands on your thighs, stick your tail up behind you like a sumo squat wrestler, and just rock from side to side. So enjoy. Yeah. Right. And then we're going to start to take our eyes over that right shoulder, pressing our left palm into the inner thigh. Yeah. With every exhale, you keep pressing and pressing, stretching and stretching. And then exhale, bring yourself center. Deep inhale, eyes over the opposite shoulder, pressing into that opposite inner thigh. Yes. One more round of breath. And then exhale yourself center, bring your hands to the mat, tail to the sky, and bend from side to side. Just bending your knees, stretching your body. And then bringing yourself center, walking your hands over to your right foot. And take a moment and just acknowledge your left hip. So stretching through your left hip as you are stretching towards your right foot. So basically you're inviting that polarity in your body to stretch your body into those different directions. If you like, you can bring that left hand on the inner of your right ankle or outer of the right ankle and right hand to the sky, twisting toward that thigh. If that's too much, you can make some gentle adjustments or utilize your block here. Yes. The deeper you are in this, so if your legs are really separated here, you're really in a wide-legged expression, you can shift your weight towards your heels and get even deeper into that stretch. Yeah. One more round of breath. Exhale, center. And then take a moment, let's walk our hands forward and let's stick our tail out behind us. Don't worry about where your toes are placed right now unless you feel any tension. And then walk your hands on your next exhale over to the opposite foot and take a moment here, stretching the body. Just a good old-fashioned jig on the stretch, right? So you can just hold it statically, you can bend and stretch. And of course, if you want to take that twist, opposite hand on the outer of the opposite ankle, twisting towards that thigh. And again, if you're in a really wide-legged forward fold, shifting your weight towards your heels just gets you deeper. Yes. And you can really feel that expansion in your spine. Breathe. One more round of breath. And exhale, bring it back. We're going to heel toe all the way back in from the center. You're still facing, I'm just moving around for the camera. Bend the knees and slowly roll up. Take your time. We're going to inhale the hands into the air. Exhale, little heart opener, baby back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart, Samasthiti or Tadasana, mountain pose. Any variation, traditional, upside down V, palms forward, that rotations in the shoulders, that expansions in the heart. You can hold prayer center or bring your hands by your side. We're going to live here for a few rounds of breath. So check in with your body. How do you feel from the bottoms of your feet as you rise all the way up? I like to start to just check in, maybe lift my toes, drop them one by one. See how my knees feel, relaxing any tension there, relaxing the glutes. Feeling that neutral spine all the way through to the nape of the neck. Maybe there's a slight tuck of the chin, just so you can not have so much pressure on your neck. And then your eye gazes are either closed or right off the tip of your nose. You are a mountain. So feel that energy in your body. Yes. Feel that confidence. Imagine walking into a room like this. Like that person is really tuned into who they are. They're not trying to be anyone else. They are showing up. Yes, that's right. Woo! And we're going to turn this into a nice gentle tree. For my more advanced practitioners in the space, I would suggest going straight to half lotus. And you can even hold your half lotus on the bind. When you're ready, we're going to inhale the hands up and exhale them back to the heart space. If you need some support, you can step off of your mat as Julie just did. And then shift your weight into that left foot, kickstanding the right. If you're going straight to half lotus, go ahead and just draw that leg all the way up. Your heel's gonna touch right into your inner thigh pelvic bone. Otherwise, you're going to take that nice outer rotation of that hip, resting your toes on the mat, maybe your heel on your ankle, or even bringing your entire foot off of the earth, resting it all the way on to your shin. Maybe bringing it all the way into your inner thigh. Or maybe you feel a little brave today. And this isn't cheating. You can hold your half lotus with your hand. It's called a bind. Yeah. Any variations here? Taking mudra with your hands, your fingers, holding that prana, sending it to the spaces in your mind and body that need it. That's right. One more round of breath. Slow exhale, slow release. Pedal it out, let it go. We did the hard side first. Unless your left-sided, then you did not. Okay, inhale the hands up. We're gonna do the slowest swan dive, hinging at the hips. Imagine your fingertips are moving through honey. Nice and slow, you're not in a hurry. Reaching Uttanasana, forward fold, all the way down, full inversion, head below heart. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. We're going to sweep into Utkatasana, chair pose. Imagine I'm just rolling a chair up behind your bum and you're just leaning into it. Feel that grip on the back of your neck floating all the way down your tailbone. So don't crunch at the back of your neck. Release any tension all the way through your spine. Can you sink just a little lower? Can you feel your quadriceps fire up? Yes, you can. On your next exhale, fold forward, pedal it out, let it go. Release that tension in your mind and in your body. This is a great place to have a block under your hands if you like. We're going to bend the knees generously. You're going to rest your belly on top of your thighs, so really expand your belly here. As you inhale, feel that expansion. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the right. And we're just twisting our belly into our thighs here. Relax any tension in your jaw and shoulders. Looking for your next exhalation, you can take yourself out of the pose nice and gently. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bringing it to the other side. Again, you should feel that expansion of your belly into your thighs. So you're not trying to engage your core here. If anything, you're trying to release that engagement, which is sort of hard to do sometimes. One more round of breath for us. And then exhale, bring it center. Bend the knees. Nice and generously, now engage your core. So feel your navel drawing in. Feel that pressure happening in your center. Press through the bottoms of your feet. Let your solar plexus guide you as you rise. Head comes up last. Inhale the hands in the air. We're going to take a nice gentle heart opener, maybe with cactus arms, or just let your arms flay behind you. And then inhale, use your core to rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. Take a moment here, offer yourself love and gratitude. We're going to pass through Tadasana mountain, so find that confidence in your body again, find that structure, and then we'll take our tree on the other side, but take your time, we're not there yet. Just be present here. Yeah. Notice how your body feels here. Does this feel very vulnerable to you? Do you feel like you're home? Like, what is happening? Does it feel awkward? Just check in. Let's see if we can sort of work out some of those different thoughts or emotions that might be present in the body. And imagine yourself walking into that room, any room on the planet, with this energy. What does that represent to you? Like, what message do you feel like you're sending? Does that message make you feel a little insecure or like, heck yeah, this is who I am? Right? How does the mountain pose show up in your life? Homework. All right, my dears. Inhale your hands. Exhale them back to heart space. We're gonna take our tree, we're gonna shift our weight into that right foot this time, kickstanding the left. Again, if you're opening that nice external rotation, coming through the hip, not through the knee, and then taking your balance challenge of choice here, whatever it is for you. And growing your branches whenever you're ready, taking mudra with your fingertips, harnessing the prana. And don't worry if your balance is off, it's a little windy in your forest, it's all good. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Another wonderful round of breath for your practice here. I see a lot of closed eyes advancing your practice today, eh? Go ahead and come out of it when you're ready. Pedal it out. Yeah, that's right. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, slow swan dive. Yes. Inhale, lift halfway. This time, exhale, fold. Come into a yogi ball. So we're going to come all the way down. Great place to have your blocks is under your hands. If you want to challenge, you can come up on those tippy fingers or wrap your hands. If you want a little bit more, you can divide the knees and bring the bottoms of the feet together, hands at heart or hands over head. Anything you have to offer yourself today. Yeah. Awesome blossom. Bring all of your energy into the tips of your toes. Let your toes do all the work here. That's right. Feel that flexibility showing up through your padas. One more round of breath if we have it in us. Yes. We're going to bring those knees back together, coming back into our yogi ball. And we're just going to plant our tail down on the mat, coming into a seat. Lengthen your legs out in a nice V straddle. Let me change the camera up. And you're going to bring your toes towards your nose. Inhale your hands up. Imagine you're holding a top hat. Draw your shoulders back into your body. So don't reach. Fingers are up there, but shoulders are back in the body. We're going to twist over to your right foot. If you're mirroring me, it's going to be your left. And we're going to slowly start to fold. Place your top hat on your toes and fold into your body. Now the challenge here is that opposite foot's going to want to do something. We want those toes to stay nice and lifted and flex towards the nose. We want that external rotation through that inner thigh. So don't let that opposite leg kind of go spaghetti. And if you want to continue this practice, you can bring that right hand on the inner of that right foot and left hand into the sky, twisting away from that leg. And if you want even more, you can draw it all the way down, making that bind where both hands are now binding in the twist as your heart lifts. Find your breath. Yes. One more round, wherever you are. If you're in a bind and in a twist, twist your heart back towards your knee and slowly rise. We're going to come back to center, inhale our hands up and exhale, fold. Keep your toes flexed, pointing towards your nose as you hinge and fold. All the hinging that we offer in our practice is what helps us gain that flexibility through the flexors. So we're not just trying to reach and touch our toes, we're actually hinging and expanding through our spine. So we're trying to get more fluid through the spine, kind of get our youthfulness back in our spine. And just relax here. If you want to take the bind, your fingers can come to toes if that's in your practice today. One more round of breath. Keeping those legs activated, toes towards your nose, releases any tension in your knees. We're gonna slowly rise, take your time. Once you arrive, you can point your toes just to release some tension. Yeah. We're gonna do the top hat again. So toes towards your nose, inhale, rise. Lengthen, grab your top hat, but draw your shoulders back into your body. We're gonna twist towards the opposite leg, and we're gonna place that hat on those toes. Nice, Bree. And again, this isn't about touching your toes. This is about lengthening through the spine, which is what we're doing when we're hinging at the hips. Your hands will fall wherever they need to. And if you want to take that extra challenge, that hand's going to go in the inside of that foot, opposite hand in the sky, twisting away from that leg. And of course, if you want this to go deeper, you can come down lower, taking a double bind. Find your breath here, whatever you've chosen to do. That opposite leg is going to want to go spaghetti. So let's keep that activation, toes toward the nose. If this is too much on your sciatica, then make some mild adjustments for your body. Find your breath. One more round. If you're in a bind and a twist, untwist nice and gently, bringing your heart back towards your knee. Slowly rise, yogis. Inhale the hands up, point your toes in the opposite direction. Exhale your hands to your heart, flex your toes towards your nose. Yes. We're gonna bring our hands down. We're gonna bring the bottoms of the feet back together. We're gonna take another bowed angle to butterfly so we can release any tension in our back. Inhale, expand your heart, bring your blades together. Exhale, tuck your chin around your spine, lengthen your arms, release your tailbone. Option to bring your nose towards your toes. This is a great place to place your blocks under your knees, make it more restorative. If you want that additional hip flexor challenge, you can press your elbows into your inner thighs, pressing your body a little bit more flatter. Whatever makes sense to you, you can make this nice and active, nice and passive. One more round of breath. And then we're gonna slowly roll up, take our time. We're gonna bring our knees together, swivel back to the front of our mat. So just swivel on your tail. And you have a few options here. You can do Namaste Pilates roll down. You can come from Dandasana, tuck your chin, roll down, or you can just use your forearms. So I'm gonna do the Dandasana version. She's gonna demonstrate the Namaste version. Whatever makes sense to you as you tuck your chin into your body. If you're following along with me, you can even lift your hands. If you're doing the Pilates roll down through boat pose, or you can just come onto forearms and lie down on your back. When you arrive, fingers overhead, a happy Saturn, yay, stretch. Drawing your knees into your body, make big circles in the sky or rock from side to side. Yes. We're gonna keep that right knee into our body, lengthen that left leg to the sky, slowly resist that left leg all the way to the mat. Drawing that knee as close to your heart or as close to your armpit as you can. We're gonna wiggle the bent knee toes on the right side. Release that ankle. And then we're gonna draw that knee over our body in the left hand. Taking a nice gentle supine twist here. If you like, you can take your fingertips and massage your tailbone or your hip, or you can just chill out. Take a nice, really intentional round of breath here. Really feel that breath moving through your body. We really want that breath on twist, right? This is like a place we kind of hold our breath. Force that deep inhale, slow exhale on your twist. You're gonna notice it's a little bit more challenging, but it feels so good. Yes. And on your next exhale, slowly untwist the body, knees back into the chest. Take your time, you may need to reorient your spine and hips on the mat. And once you have, bring your knees into your body, keeping the opposite knee in, lengthening the opposite leg towards the ceiling, resisting it down. holding your knee close to your chest or your armpit as you squeeze it towards your body, flexing your biceps. Once your heel touches down, wiggle the toes and the ankle on the bent knee side. And then grab that knee into the opposite hand, twisting your body in the opposite direction. Yes. And again, focusing really on the inhales and exhales here. Yes. Noticing that you might have a little restriction, right? We have that knee bent over the belly, so that restriction is there. But then we do this thing that's called like tailbone breathing intuitively. It's like we're expanding through the lower part of our lumbar spine. And we're really forcing that oxygen through our bloodstream, powering up our spine here, creating a lot of fluidity in the spaces in our body that need them the most. Yes. And enjoying one more round of breath, using an exhale to untwist the body. Before we go into Shavasana, take a moment, observe your body, take any final twist, turn, stretches that you might need, and then making your way to your final rest, whatever that would look like for you today. So maybe some happy babies, some windshield wipers, I see some shoulder stands or waterfalls. Just check in. What are some final things your body's looking for? We stir up a lot during our yoga practice. We release a lot, but we also stir up a lot. So any final releases that you might be desiring? Yes. Once you start to make your way to your final rest, allowing yourself to notice any tension, releasing tension out of your jaw, your shoulders, your hips. Allow your body to melt into the earth, becoming one. Taking a moment here and just observing your body in time and space. And beginning to breathe life into your body. Filling your lungs with a deep inhale. Maybe opening the mouth and letting it go. Rolling over onto the left side of your body, your heart side. Take a moment here and just feel the love that you have for yourself, the love that you embody. And while you're in this pose, imagine the energy that you can cultivate and share out into the world. Imagine that the energy you take out can completely transform the environment. What would that look like? Who would you be? What energy would you present? That of a mountain, pure love, the peace of a tree, and with your body as light as a feather, begin to float your body to a sleep. Take your time arriving. Bring your hands to mudra of choice or maybe heart space center. Taking a moment here and just offering each other love and gratitude for practicing community. And may we cultivate the energy, may we change the world by way of who we are. Om Shanti Om. Go in peace. Namaste.
Namaste.
Yay!
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope the sound was okay, my lovelies.
I could hear you the whole time. I never had any problem with the sound.
Thank you. Great. That's awesome. Thanks, Virginia. Bye,
All right.
Ginger.
Bye.